All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with Phillip Rivers and the Los Angeles Chargers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And no, incomplete. Boy, they took a shot there on the first play, tried to start it out with a bang, but it's second down.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
A couple of first downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
But he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Rivers. And he's got the open man. It's Allen on the comebacker. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one goes for 24 yards. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. 1st and 10 at the 19. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now a second down throw for Rivers. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it third down. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mark Graham. And a return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. An interception made by Dante Moncrief. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a nice spin into some open field. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
4 down. Double. What's up? 59, what's up? 59, what's up? Focus. Double bump.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith. It's caught inside the 25. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. And even 40 yards.
Focus.
They go play action here on first down. Throw left side taken in by Washington. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action with Roethlisberger. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Jack 16.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. And if you're going to pass down here, you better get that in the end zone.
I agree with you totally. And as we both know, the field's already condensed. There's just not a lot of space. So you've got to create.
Let's
This Charger defense continuing to hold the line. Now it's a 3rd and goal situation. McCaffrey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to fight through one tackle. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field. Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Cluster.
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays. Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down. Then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back. But it's a big play. They've got to hold up. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure. And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it. Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Jack 16.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me. And Boswell's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field. Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Boy, shifts past him. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Throwing Rivers. And this one complete to Virgil Green. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? What a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line's just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you've got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tall.
And down he'll go at the 25. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
You got 4. You got 4. 8, 8, 8, 8.
This is McCaffrey on the give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Run. Yeah, baby. Boom.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. And defensively going with a dime set. 6 DBs on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
Following the interception here, Rivers buying time to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try to check.
And the steal pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Mark Barron not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
From the gun, Rivers. He's going to air it out deep for Green. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Operating from the gun, Rivers. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Gordon on 1st down. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now the Chargers hustling, trying to get up and get set. Rivers now on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Sit. Read 80. 80 hot. White.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. And his kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So they're still down, but they are able to salvage 3 here heading into the lockers.
This is what you work on from the beginning of training camp. Heading into the half, put some points on the board. No matter what the score says at that point, you've accomplished what you set out to do.
Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. So we reach halftime here in the Steel City with the Steelers on top. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And able to take it past the 20 a little bit, but no further. A flag in there as well. Let's see what this is. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Oh, good footwork on the spin. Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And once more, all told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Washington. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 24 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great play there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead now stands at 13. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it winds up a terrific return, but markers are down. And this is going to come all the way back. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. First down, Rivers. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Ball on the 30, they'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Hey, go orange,
2nd down, Rivers. Wide open, it's Allen, complete. A Charger first down, Rivers hooking up with Allen.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
A first down throw here for Rivers. He's going to go for a big play. And this is caught at the 20. A gain of 39 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Corey Liggett makes the stop.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. From the gun, Rivers. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 26.
Ready? Blue 30.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. Pretty move. That good for 22 and a first down.
But he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On second down, McCaffrey. And now running right through it. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. The Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
Here's Jordan Berry now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I would have a return punt, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are, about whether you should fair catch it or not. But sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
All right, now.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Vance McDonald, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players need to...
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, Let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. To throw on 2nd down. Rivers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Rivers. Caught on the left side by Benjamin. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Rivers now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rivers again. Flush to his right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack.
Hey, go orange. Orange.
Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Desperation time. Rivers on 4th down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. On 1st down, it's Roethlisberger. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
Gotta go. Kings.
On second down, here's Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
12. Hey, left.
From the gun, Rivers. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And it's 2nd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackle.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Ryan Shazier. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Evades him at the 20. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Dances by him, and he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Throwing again, Rivers on 2nd and 10. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. On 3rd down, Rivers flushed out right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Here we go.
Watch 19. Rip right.
Side. White 80. All right, let's go get it now, all right?
First carry for James Conner, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Steelers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in Cincinnati against the Bengals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.